We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for the Thunder, Russell Westbrook out there with Reggie Jackson. And in the paint, holding down the pivot of physical and bruising big man at 6'10", Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4. And looking at the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards.
Got Kyrie Irving,
big Brazilian, a terrific rebounder and defender, always brings great energy. And it's LeBron James. Love in at the 4 spot.
Kevin Love.
The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that
I'm going to smoke their ass
even
this
if you are
time.
a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
Get that shit.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out.
Started out just right.
Outside Irving. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Irving. Feeds to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. LeBron's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there that helps them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve.
Force that shot. Damn, who is that down? Oh, niggas mad already.
First personal foul, first team foul.
So it's the Cavaliers now. It's a 3-point game. And Waiters kicks to LeBron. Back to Waiters. Pass to Love. Cleveland moving it around. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Lets it go with the 3. Waiters. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
What?
I think what I like about Durant, guys, is his ability to create his own shot. He's got those long arms. He's about 6'10". He can create space off the dribble, and then he shoots that ball with a high release. So there's literally nothing you can do. Just try to challenge the shot and hope he misses.
Well, he'll give you a 30-piece bucket, a 40-piece bucket, and at the end of the game, he's giving you a clutch bucket. That's what KD is. He is a scorer, personified. There's nothing he can't do to put the ball in the basket.
Get it.
Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seemed.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house or items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, I was able to talk with David Blatt for a minute. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. And he makes the first.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest. But when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or 2 where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest. And it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
Here's Jackson. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Back to Westbrook. He's covered by Irving. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got his first points of the game. 1:15 left in the first quarter. And Waiters kicks to Irving. Shoots the three. And the shot is good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Cleveland didn't quite meet their expectations last year, in part by how poor they shot at home. Hard to get wins when everything you put up seems to rim out.
Damn, they got Sean Marion on this bed.
Here's Westbrook. Three-pointer, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 5.
He got that one for sure.
It can be doubly defeating, Clark, with the missed shots here at home. Not only are you not scoring, but then the crowd loses interest. They get out.
That's a great point. I mean, one of the benefits of being at home is having your crowd there energized and pulling for you. And if you're not making shots, they tend to sit on their hands.
And the rejection by LeBron. They get the rebound. And finally they hit one.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Here's Marion. Misses off the left iron.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Morrow dishes to Durant. And it's all evened up.
He got that.
Durant's got 5 now.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Wow.
Durant with the steal. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. Look. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Yeah, they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Now here's Durant. Right side, Westbrook. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Westbrook's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Thunder. So Westbrook returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and you know, the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span. So a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs. And so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
We got
Kevin. As you know, Russell Westbrook, one of the most competitive guys you'll meet. He looks as though he is angry on the court, and quite often he is. As Kevin Durant has said, anger could be good and bad, but it's on the good side for us. He doesn't like anybody he is playing against. He does a great job every single game of playing with fire and with force. Guys?
He's something else, Doris. Thanks.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. So the freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverly, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jones is checked in. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You'd love to see a great player at his best.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Can you hear the crowd kind of murmuring? I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting him have it.
Steven Adams is checked in for Nick Collison. Now Durant. Following the 3-point attempt by Sean Marion. Durant with it. Sean Marion covering. And Jones slams it in. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
And you know, frustrated Steve is.
You know what, Kevin? Come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Here's Dellavedova following the score by Oklahoma City.
The Thunder were the second-best road team in the NBA last year. Normally, a jump shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, you could play outdoors, Steve, and still find a way to win it.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't faze them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Irving misses.
I should have known that shit.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Lamb with the ball. Sean Marion covering.
Oh, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan. Jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
And Lamb drops them both. And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year, in fact, in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but solid start to his NBA career, good size and length and shooting ability.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Oklahoma City leading by 7. He dishes it to Westbrook. He's covered by Irving. Shot from 12. Again, the Thunder score.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
They've dialed it in here in the second quarter. They are on fire.
The drive by LeBron. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. LeBron's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Rejected by LeBron.
And no need to rush it. They can play for 1 shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Great defense in
should have waited to the 5
making it
seconds
tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Here's Westbrook. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Thunder leading by 9. And we'll be back.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
A lot of high hopes for the Thunder heading into last season's playoffs, and it didn't go quite as they had planned.
Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. He passes to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Thunder would come back from the first round scare nicely as They got rid of the Clippers in the second round.
And it looked like they would be in for a good fight against the Spurs in the conference finals, but just kind of faded away as that series wore on. And I think that was more what San Antonio did than what the Thunder didn't.
They played their best basketball with Spurs, obviously late in the season.
They raised it each series. It seemed as though they got to another level.
Hit it at the right time, didn't they? There's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
He is arguably the best defensive player in the game today. The amazing thing is that he can guard all 5 positions. If you think back, I think that's unprecedented. I don't think anybody has ever had that type of defensive ability in the history of this league.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I mean, his defense is so good it even makes highlights. How about that? I mean, you love his aggressiveness, chasing down blocks, staying on ball handlers at the hip. I mean, knocking the ball against the backboard. I mean, he does everything, and he does it with such force and agility and flair, but it's kind of understated flair. I mean, he is really quite special as a player.
No good from Irving.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Westbrook missing again.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Back to Waiters. That's good.
And
Dion Waiters is a terrific scoring combo guard. He tantalizes you with that talent, a blend of ball handling, shooting, athleticism. Boy, he has a ton of potential.
And the rejection by Love. 3 on 3. And Waiters kicks to Irving. Back to Waiters. Outside Irving. Cleveland moving it around. That's good from Love. And Waiters very strong with a quick first step.
Yeah, I love the fact that he's able to keep constant pressure on the defense because of his attacking nature off the dribble. And he can finish above the rim, too.
Such a wide open look. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Kicks it to Waiters. He feeds it to Irving. Back to Waiters. Now Verjao inside.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Verjao. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some season.
Now Durant. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Ring shot on the way. Good on the jump shot. Durant's got 13.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 14. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Irving kicks to LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, we can talk all we want about LeBron's incredible skill level, and that would be a day-long conversation.
Let's get some, Bron.
But he quite simply could be the most incredible physical athlete that I've ever seen, certainly playing basketball. And you could maybe take that to any sport. Strength, size, speed,
man, you're on the wrong side, bro.
He's got it all, and he brings the mentality that the great ones have.
And Steve, with the NBA and the new motion tracking cameras, even at his size, LeBron still one of the fastest players in the NBA. On the court, they say he can exceed 20 miles an hour.
That's incredible. I mean, that's track star speed. And then you think about his upper body strength. You know, the size and the strength and the speed, it's a combination that just doesn't exist anywhere else in basketball.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. On the wing, Irving. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Irving. Over Westbrook. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Waiters passes to Thompson. Stolen by Collison. Outside Durant. There's the dish to Collison. LeBron with the block. And Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Reggie Jackson comes in for Anthony Morrow. Just over a minute and a half play here in the fourth. And he gets the bucket.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Here's Irving. The 19-footer is on the money. The Thunder leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. Jackson. The three. Waiters grabs the miss.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
Dion Waiters going into last season working on playing off the ball, whether, you know, catch and shoot, Steve, or coming off screen.
Yeah, he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, but playing alongside Kyrie Irving, he's got to be more effective without the ball, working off those screens and learning to play with Irving.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Collison's out there.
He needed to cash in on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
And Jackson gets it to go. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter.
And Waiters really has tried to emphasize staying on balance with his shot. Taking better shots, better quality shots within the offense. We saw the results. There was an uptick in his percentages from the field and from long range as well.
Westbrook dishes to Jackson. Back to Westbrook. All sorts of time. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Irving kicks to Mary. They get it back. A second chance effort. And Waiters with the stuff. And that's
real Deion Sanders. Real Sanders.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
And Waiters still a volume score. To improve his efficiency, he's got to get that free throw percentage back up and become more consistent finishing inside. But he's a natural scorer. He certainly has the talent.
And that is good. And the Thunder lead by 11.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Westbrook passes to Perkins. Back to Westbrook. Perkins with a screen on Irving. Westbrook drives in. And the rejection by Love.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Waiters no luck. Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Back to Irving. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces.